What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the RDS. This is the Reed DuPont Show. We've got a good episode in store for today. We're basically recapping deer season 2025, 2026 season. We're talking about the off season, tips and tricks, and then we're going to be touching in. We got about a month away, actually a little less than a month, turkey season and some exotics. Black buck, axis, fallow. We're going to get all into it in today's video. Before we get started, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube, Reed DuPont on YouTube, subscribe right now. You're going to be entered in a free hunt giveaway. Food, lodging, plane ticket, all free and on me. All you have to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel. And at 100,000 subscribers, someone's coming down for free. I'm flying you out. So get yourself entered. Super excited, whether it's, we hit that in a month or we hit that in 4 months. Will kind of depend if we're hunting after whitetail, if we're hunting after exotics. You know what I mean? But get yourself entered. It's basically a way for me to get back to y'all. Y'all giving me so much support, so it's a way for me to get back to y'all. With all that being said, we're going to get right into today's episode. We're going to be recapping on the 2025-2026 season. It was a tough year, guys. We didn't have much rain. We didn't get a freeze till the last weekend of January of deer season, and it was tough. We did pretty good, though, in terms of what the weather gave us. We knocked down a lot of bucks. We locked down a lot of does early, a lot of management bucks early. I'm gonna throw a bunch of photos up so y'all can see some of these deer. And then late in the season, like I'm talking about like 2 weeks, beginning of January, mid-January, right for the season end, we were able to lock it in. Man, we got a nice low fence, big, heavy 10-point. Another nice, pretty 10-point long kind of claw tine buck. We got a bunch of deer with the bow this year. I know if y'all saw my YouTube video, y'all would have seen this past, it was like August when we were setting up all those trail cameras, all those ground blinds. They finally came, all that hard work paid off is basically what I'm trying to say. We took 4 or 5 deer out of the bow blinds. And we wouldn't have been able to identify any of those deer without those trail cameras that we set up this year. We switched all of our trail cams to stealth cam. We got all of our ground blinds elevated off the ground. So we really worked hard this past off season, knowing that we needed to change some stuff up going into the deer season, just re-strat and whatnot. And it paid out. We got a lot of deer with the bow. We got a lot of deer with the tower stand. We found a lot of deer that were moving with the rut, with these cameras, helped us identify where they're at. I mean, we had deer that were in the north part of the property that come December were all the way down at the south part. So it was crazy to see. We had a lot of fun this year. And I've got to mention the hogs, because the hogs were a big part of this year. We probably knocked down 20 to 30 hogs this year. It was a special year for hogs, and it's something that, let's say you don't get a buck or you got a buck, and just a way to finish the night off. We're eating dinner, we get a text message, pops up on our camera, oh, we've got hogs down there, we'll run down there and take some. It's just a great way to end the day, as well as we did a bunch of predator hunting, got some coyotes on the ground, got some bobcats on the ground. It was a great year all around. We got a couple of deer shoulder mounted. I believe we did 2 or 3 shoulder mounts. Some bigger deer. And I'm just really happy with how the deer season went in terms of a organizational side of things, in terms of having a plan, sticking to that plan, and following through and seeing that plan pay out. From you're starting in August all the way to January, seeing how that plan pays out from all that hard work that you did. So that's what I really enjoyed this year. We didn't get any like big deer on the ground. Like I'm talking like 200 plus, but we got a lot of special deer, especially on our low fence side. Really excited with the deer. We got some big deer still upcoming that we just passed on that I'm just so excited about. So overall, great season. I would probably give it out of 10. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. It was a pretty dang good season. So now we're pushing, this is mid-February, right? We're pushing that off season. What do I do from an off-season standpoint to prepare for deer season come this fall? Because there's a lot of time, guys. There's like 7 months between now and September. So you've got to prep, you've got to have a plan together. And so I'm going to tell y'all my secret from my off-season tips and tricks to growing big deer, to scouting big deer, to preparing yourself for the season. So, what y'all need to do, right? Get protein out. Whether you're low fence or high fence, get your protein out. I'll put my protein out March 1st. I got about 2 weeks left. Fill your feeders, fill your troughs with protein. I've jumped around from a bunch of different protein brands. Currently, I'm using Double Down Protein, 16% protein, Pen and Pasture. Great protein, gives you the fats, gives you the fibers, gives you the protein, everything you need to grow big deer. Get your protein out. Make sure you have a consistent schedule of you're gonna refill those bins, those feeders and whatnot, and let those deer go to work this off season, and let them just hammer it. They'll hammer it, guys, I promise you. And you will see antler growth, you will see mass, you'll see width, tine length, everything you wanna see. I promise you, protein works. Protein works. So that's the biggest thing. That's what I'm gonna be doing starting here in about, 2 weeks max. Get your protein out. Along those lines, I'm also picking up all my ground blinds, some of my trail cameras I'm bringing in, kind of letting them rest up during the off season. I don't like to keep all that stuff out there, especially in South Texas with that heat. That sun will just beat on those ground blinds, and there'll be nothing left come the fall. So we'll take all of our ground blinds out. I'm actually running trail cameras all through the spring and summer this year. I have never done that before. I'm gonna run cameras. I'm backing them off a little bit instead of doing, every 2 minutes that they're sending photos and stuff like that, or taking photos, sorry. I'm doing it every 5 to 10 minutes, and then maybe not have them send every day to my phone, maybe, every 3 days. Slow down the batteries a little bit, let them refresh, but still working them, because, you putting them up doesn't really help you. You've already got them, why not use them? So that's something new that I'm doing this year for the first time, running cameras all through spring and summer, and it's gonna be really, really cool to see these deer in velvet and just watching them grow. So, keep some cameras out, put them in different spots, maybe spots you've never even tried before, put them out put them out there and let them do their job. Sometimes you'll forget about them and you'll get pictures like, what the heck, where'd this buck come from? So, protein, pick up your ground blinds or any of your blinds that you don't want hanging out over the spring and summer. Get your trail cameras out. I recommend still running them. This first time I'm gonna do it, so I'm gonna recommend it for y'all, but back then, if y'all wanna run summer food plots, go ahead. There is nothing wrong with running summer food plots. Everyone's like, why would I run summer food plots? I can't even hunt these deer. I'm wasting feed, I'm wasting time, I'm wasting energy, I'm wasting money on these food plots. Well, guys, it's gonna give all the ingredients to grow big deer that they need, the protein, the fibers, the fats. And so that's just another source for these guys to eat. Obviously, it's the summer, they're gonna have a lot of stuff that they can eat, but throwing a food plot in there, even if it's an acre food plot, can make a big difference, and it can also keep these deer around in your area throughout the spring and summer going into the fall. You'd be surprised what a food plot can do. So if you have a chance, you have the opportunity to get a food plot going, I'd highly recommend it. We're gonna be running 2 food plots, and just give these deer, pump these deer with all the nutrition they need in order to grow big horns. So from an off-season side of things, there's really not that much you need to do. Just staying consistent and getting your feed and your protein, and just let these deer work, let them do their magic, and grow these big antlers. Once you get into July, August, that's when your strat needs to change a little bit. You really need to start focusing on your trail cameras, really starting to focusing on putting your ground blinds out, putting your tree stands out, putting your tripods and all that stuff up, and really trying to strategize, get in Google Earth and kind of measure out where your blinds are, where you got maybe some water going on, some bottoms going on, high elevation. So that's really when it gets ticky-tacky come the summer months, but we can do a full episode about that and how I run everything. I use Google Maps like crazy, Onyx. For now, if I'm gonna say one thing and one thing only, get your protein out. Get your protein out. That's all I'm gonna say. Get your protein out. If you're gonna learn anything from today's episode, get your protein out. Can't say it enough. Now, we're gonna rotate over to turkey season, and we're doing some primetime axis season this spring. We are less than 30 days away. March 14th, I believe. Yes, March 14th, opening turkey season here in South Texas. And it's gonna be a good one. This may be the best turkey season of all time. If you've been following along, you know that this is officially Turkey Tour Season 4. Turkey Tour Season 4. We've had some great seasons. Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3 were absolutely magical. Season 4, I think, may top them all. And I say that because I've been looking at these trail cameras, and the birds we got on our trail cameras are something else. I'll throw you all some photos right now, and it's special. These turkeys are already bottling up. We've got a bunch of hens. I'm talking, I've seen packs of 50, 60 hens. These Rios, we got big Rios down there. These Toms, they're already fanned out. They're all together. You'll get like 4, 5, 6 fanned out Toms all together working these hens. And I'm like, man, why can't turkey season already be open? But it's filling the fire. It's fueling the fire. And guys, I am fired up. We've got brand new decoys. We got brand new calls, and we are ready to go. We've got strats. If you haven't watched my YouTube video, go watch my YouTube video on my main channel. This is the podcast channel, by the way. So go over to my main channel, Reed DuPont. Go watch my brand new video. I set up axis spots. I set up turkey spots. I've never done this before. And guys, we're already getting stuff on camera. I can actually throw some photos up. Recent photos from that video of turkeys and axis that have been spotted from that hard work I did about a month ago, 2 months ago. We're basically ready to roll. Now we're just waiting for March 14th. We've got turkeys on camera. We've got, like 4 or 5 different spots. We've got axis on camera. We're looking for some big axis, whether they're big velvets or big hardhorns. We've seen a lot of axis on camera. A lot of axis that are about halfway done. So come March, April, May, June, they're going to be prime time, ready to go. And we did all the hard work, so now we're just waiting and constantly checking the cameras and whatnot. And it's going to be a good year. We've got some big axis. We've got some toms that are showing up. We've got the hens that are holding the toms. We've got pigs in between it all. We've got a bunch of coyotes that we've been seeing. We have one coyote camera that's specifically for coyotes. And the coyotes have been working that camera like crazy. So this spring's gonna be wild. So if you're not subscribed to my main YouTube channel, I'd recommend subscribing. And you're gonna have a chance to win a free trip down to South Texas to come hunting. We're ready to roll. When we get a little closer towards turkey season, I'm gonna show you all my actual tips and tricks in terms of setting up spreads, how I actually work an area, how I, do I sit in blinds? Do I kind of walk in stock? Do I do both? There's a whole bunch of little things that go into it. And obviously everyone's terrain's different. Everyone's turkeys act a little different way. But you'll get the main gist. And it's good to try something new. If you're having trouble locating these birds, I can help you. We can do a video over that. If you're able to locate them, but they're not coming in, we can do a video over that. So I got some stuff coming up here in the next month that I'll make sure to get in for y'all. But y'all let me know down in the comments below what y'all want me to talk about in terms of topics, whether it's turkey season, locating them, trying to get them drawn in, when they're drawn in. What do I do after that? How do I work a spread? How do I work a call? All that good stuff. So that's where we're at in terms of deer season recap, going into the off season, talking about some exotics and turkey season coming up. It's a good time of the year. Hopefully we get a lot of rain. We need it, especially down in South Texas. Spring is a time, I wouldn't say a full reset yet, but you're starting your reset, you're starting your recycle going into the new year. And our dead off season is, I would say, between mid-June, July, and August is when it's really, really dead because it's super, super hot. But obviously still got to get down there to get trail cams up and get your blinds up. But we still have some time. We still got about 2 or 3, 4 months of just springtime down in South Texas. It's hard to beat. You get the blue bonnets, you get all the flowers, you get the rattlesnakes. It's gonna be a fun time. So subscribe to the main channel if you're not. And I appreciate y'all watching today's episode. This is the Reed DuPont Show, the RDS. I'll see you on that next episode. Appreciate y'all watching. Peace.